Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We are at property address 1837 Milliken Creek Street here in Lafayette. We're located just to the left of the front doorway. Straight out from that front left corner, well, I guess I'd say that. The garage is up here. I'm kind of talking about the house proper, not the garage area. Just to the left of the front door, we've got a 3-inch ABS cleanout. I'm going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's running, off we go. And when the line's all drained out at the end, I'll run it backwards till we go through the foundation wall too. Thus far, nice looking sewer line, clean, no construction debris. Little dangly item there at the top of the pipe as we round this little turn here is just a little tiny glue drip. I have a lot of people ask me if those are small roots. They are not. Little stringies like that are very common on new construction. Transitioning here to 4-inch 3034 PVC pipe. The little bit of substance you see at the pipe joints here, this is very common to see during new construction. It's a substance called duck butter. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of dirt in the mix too, but it's like Vaseline. They put it on the pipe ends. That way when they shove the pipe ends together into the coupler, it lubes up that joint so they slide together all the way. Call that slamming it home. That way you don't have a gap between the pipe joints. Anyway, on new construction, it's very common to see that. Fantastic looking sewer line so far here. Right up ahead here is the main lateral. Beautiful. No construction debris, which is a very, very common problem. In fact, this neighborhood specifically has been quite a fun one. I've done about 25 of these homes. About 15 of them have required hydrojetting to prevent a backup about the first day you live in the house. So it's a very good idea to scope these things. We're going to let the line drain out here for a moment. We're going to go locate the camera head. And we'll pull back and take a second look. I don't suspect we're going to find much, though. Alrighty, located the camera head successfully. Line terminates out on Milliken Creek. Overall, the line does a pretty darn straight shot to the street. It does veer around a little bit, but in general runs through the bark dust area here, kind of to the left of the house, left side yard, on out to the street. If you go and stand in the road and face the front of the house, or face the house in general from the street, probably about 6 feet to the left of the driveway, at the curb, you'll see an S stamped in the concrete. That's right where the sewer crosses into the road, in case you're curious. Between the clean out and that little marking there, you can eyeball pretty nicely where the sewer line runs. And there's still a little bit of water trickling to the line there. That's not standing water. That's moving. Yeah, it's a little schmaltz there at the joint. That joint is sealed up tight. This right here is a secondary clean out. That right there is the main culprit for why new construction has problems. Those clean outs, those secondary ones are they're almost always right next to a sidewalk or in a sidewalk and or in a driveway. When they go to pour the concrete or do the underlayment for the concrete, that's when the problems happen. They often, unfortunately, don't put caps on those things, and they'll fill the whole sewer line full of gravel or concrete. As you can imagine, that does not function terribly well on a sewer line. All the 3034 PVC looks great. Drains off very nicely. All the joints were tight. Again, little glue drip there. No big deal. Whoever put this one together did a nice job. I often see far too much excess pipe glue on these things. Someone put this one together nicely. Alright, we are just about back to the clean out here. We're going to reverse direction and run backwards. Everything from the cleanout access to the main lateral connection is in good condition, has good flow, and is functioning properly at this time. And right here is where the line fully turns to go back through the foundation wall. This right here is the vertical dive as the line dives down to exit the house right here. This is back inside the crawl space now. Everything from that point on is all exposed piping. You can look out with your eyeballs. The home inspector looks at that stuff when they're down in the crawl space. Very nice looking sewer line there. It is functioning properly at this time. And in that secondary cleanout I mentioned a moment ago, those reside under either a green, like valve cover type box or circular lid, or you'll have a cleanout or a cover over the top to say clean out.